Hi there, I'm Shannon, and I've got some amazing product to show you today. It's celebration time, which means you get free stuff whenever you make a qualifying purchase. And I am guessing when you make a qualifying purchase, you'll want to pick these items. First, there's the lovely Lily Pad stamp set. This is an image-only stamp set, and it's also a reversible stamp set, which you can see by the different images and the way they are displayed. These stamps are double-sided, so you may be expecting twice as many stamp sets that are actually in the stamp. And it can be yours with one qualifying celebration purchase. You will notice that these stamps are a little different. They're a little thicker than our regular photopolymer stamps. The reversible side was not designed to line up exactly with the image. It provides more of a partial fill of color, a splash of color, if you will. Let me show you. So I'll first stamp the reversible side in Flirty Flamingo, and then clean it and turn it over. Then I'll stamp the detailed image in Blackberry Bliss. So it doesn't match up perfectly. It just shows a splash of color behind the image. Let me show you the Lily Pad because it's a little bit different. For the Lily Pad, I'll use Granny Apple Green for the reversible side. Once again, clean it, turn it over. Sometimes you need to dry it a little bit. Turn it over, and then Garden Green for the detailed side. Now, because this one is a little more symmetrical, it lines up almost perfectly. But all the images will not be like that. They'll be a little different, so you should expect that. Our studies show lots of ink and a good amount of pressure works best in combination with the need to gently rock the stamp a little bit to get a crisp line on the edges. And it also may be helpful to stamp on something a little bit soft like a piercing mat. Here are all of the images stamped with the detailed side and the reversible side, so you can see how they line up. Like I showed you before, some of them line up a little more closely, and some of them have a little bit more space and a splash of color behind. And one more tip, it may be helpful to clean your stamp before stamping to remove the film from the manufacturing process. Okay, next, the Lily Pad dies. There are 11 different dies. Some die cut stamped images, and some just make beautiful accents. So here is what it looks like when I die cut just a piece of smoky slate and show the Blackberry Bliss behind to show you what it looks like. And then here are the same images but stamped, so you can see how they die cut around the images. There are lots of layering possibilities. Even you could group some of the die cuts together to create big lily pads, for example. These dies are so special that they require a double qualifying purchase in order to earn them. And finally, I've saved the best for last, the Lily Impressions Designer Series paper. This DSP has a color palette of 16 colors. Isn't that crazy? Look at all these colors. Aren't they amazing? I love seeing them all lined up in a rainbow order. Now, don't worry, you don't need to buy every single one of these colors. Just pick a few that you like and that you think look good together and use for your card bases. Like this would be an example of a palette I would choose. For this DSP, our artists started with acrylic paintings on canvases. They wanted to create impressionistic images in rich colors with the goal of creating elegant backgrounds and accents. Once the paintings were complete, they were photographed. So here's an example, the painting and the finished paper. You can see how they are pretty much the same, but one is impossible to use for cards, whereas the other one is perfect for cards. So here are all 6 of the painted and then photographed versions of the Designer Series paper. Now the other side of the paper are more solid colors, but they still have the look of a painting, which creates a really interesting texture for your projects. Each of the sides of the paper that have more solid colors are different colors. So I'll show you these one at a time so you can see the brush strokes, but then there's all different effects as well, which will create really fun looks and texture for your projects. This one's even a little bit more different with a few colors added in. The Designer Series paper is available for one qualifying purchase. Now, are you dying to see what kind of projects you can create when all of these products are combined? Here are 4 lovely cards, and just look at the vibrant colors and the way all of the textures play together. So on this one we have some of the die cuts of the back textured side of the Designer Series paper with a little bit of ribbon layered with all kinds of leaves. A multi-lily pad card, love that one, looks like it's just sitting in the beautiful Bermuda Bay water. This one's a shaker card, so it has some sequins inside. Such a fun way to highlight that flower image. And then a mix of all of the colors here. There's the one really detailed die right there in the background. Earn one or earn them all, it's up to you. Regardless, these products are unique and will help you create beautiful things. To make qualifying purchases, get in touch with your demonstrator or visit stampitup.com. Have fun, bye.